So Dustin, here we are. We have a little tractor behind us. It's a lot of history going on here. Can you give us a little intro to what you see here?
Yeah, we had it here for some pictures today, and I realized it's 50 years. This tractor was built in 1974, and it was one of the first 7 tractors built for production from our family. And so, yeah, a lot of crazy history that we have in those 50 years, but I figured it was a great way to celebrate, half a century of production manufacturing, not just tinkering, but creating things for the mass market.
Over those years, there's been a number of different products. As you see this articulating four-wheel tractor called the Steiner. We've also, over the years, done some projects with the ag industry, the dairy industry. Recently I was at a farm up in Upper New York that had one of our mixers in it. And it was kind of fun to see the Steiner Roll-A-Mix on that farm. They were using to mix potting soil.
Well,
so,
and that our new soil amendments are being mixed in an old Steiner mixer as well that was made in our Steiner Ag days. And so pretty cool kind of some of the connections we've made through the years with products that have been created. Lydell's dad, my dad, and 5 of their brothers. There's 7 total brothers. They created Steiner turf and agricultural products back in 1974. And really it stemmed from earlier years than that, but that's when they went into the production process. But you were mentioning yesterday, how did the original idea of this come about?
well, the story I'm told is my oldest uncle Glenn was living along what we now know as the State Route 30 here close to our factory. And it's a 4-lane highway. And as they were building that, I don't know, many years ago, they were using these large articulating earth movers. And at that moment, he asked his father, my grandfather Marvin, and said, why can't we make a tractor like that? And Marvin, in his typical encouraging, helping empower the next generation, said, well, you could. And
How old was Glenn at that point?
I think he was a young kid.
Yeah,
so
he was younger.
Who knows, 10, 7, 8, I don't know. But probably about 15 years later, as he was in college, he wanted to keep tinkering, and he made that articulating tractor, which you see here. And so it was very innovative for that time, putting tools in the front, designing their own hitch, and having this articulating tractor was fairly innovative. But I still remember that story kind of as a young boy, my grandfather encouraging my oldest uncle to do something with the idea.
Well, I think one of the interesting things too is the why. Why did he want to do that, right? And I think a lot of the things that have been created through the years have always been like, how do you make work smarter, not harder type thing? How do you provide solutions and products that make your life easier, that make whatever it is that you're doing, and if there's something missing that's really not on the market that's providing those options, then that's where a lot of through the years, whether it's the custom built stuff that was made for the custom farming operations, or the ag industry, particularly with the dairy industry, or the turf, and then now with Tilmor with small farm stuff, providing, making machinery that makes life easier, and yeah, that's why I kind of always, this is the original production piece, right? And really what you could do with something like this, the versatility with putting a snow blade on it to plow snow, or a slip, a bucket to haul whatever.
And even the up front, so often tractors with 3-point in the back, you always have to look back. And all the way to the beginning, the idea was, why not put the tools in the front, which was very different in that time. And there again, with what we're doing with Tilmor, putting those tools back on the front again so you can see what you're up to. So
yeah, that's 50 years. I mean, so we just thought it would be a great point to be able to share with you guys, and just appreciation, I guess I would say, from my dad and my uncles, and the work that they've put in through all the decades to produce something that truly is valuable to the market, and we hope that our generation and continue that we can continue to provide those types of solutions. So yeah, hopefully hopefully this was good for you. If you have questions really about family and history or whatever, feel free to just reach out. But hopefully this is a good opportunity to see one of the original pieces that really started and created what Tilmor is today as well.
Yeah, celebrating 50 years.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.